Let's get scratching.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's another episode of the Get Alive podcast. I'm Nick. This is
Tim.
We're here at One Up Games in Mesa, Arizona, our video game store, and Tim has something important to talk about.
Yeah, so the other day somebody came in. He comes in a lot.
Okay.
His name's Jeffrey. He came in and had seen what happened to our friend, JJ.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
And he had a little gift for us.
No way.
So I kept it from you, but he got you this new Jack Skellington shot glass.
What? Dude, that's awesome, man.
And he got me the Zelda shield shot glass.
Whoa. Dude, you know that makes us Jay-Z now.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah. I'm into it.
Heck yeah. Well, let's fill those up and get drinking here. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. That's awesome, man. Much love. That's fantastic, people.
There's a sticker. The official Nintendo seal of quality is inside my shot glass. Look at that.
You mean you don't want to drink that? But while Tim's pouring us some drinks, today we're going to be talking about top 5 games that we love, but we have not beaten that game before. So, going to do a top 5 on this, and this is going to be, again, it's going to be kind of cool to see what people down below, what games have you played a lot, but you've never beaten it. Awesome, dude. We got awesome customers. I'm saying awesome a lot, and it's just everything is awesome. Okay, so, again, top 5 games we love, but we have not beaten. Do you want to start?
Yeah, why not?
Go for it. Number 5.
My number 5 is going to be Borderlands for the Xbox 360. So,
Okay.
Really fun game. I know you've never checked out Borderlands games, but super fun. I used to play it like on Xbox Live with my brother and my sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And we played through like 99% of the game. And then one night I wasn't able to play it with them, and they just went ahead and beat it without me.
Oh, shit.
And so I never finished the game, which really kind of sucked. But I can't blame them for not wanting to play with me because I used to just steal all the loot while they were fighting enemies.
What a dick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I'll get to Borderlands, hopefully. I still got to do Mass Effect before I jump into
I haven't played
Borderlands.
any besides the first one.
My number 5 is going to be Doom 2. It's a game that I've played a ton of, but I've never actually beaten the game before.
Okay.
So I think it's perfect.
Old school PC Doom?
It's still probably my favorite first-person shooter of all time. Like, I'm obsessed with Doom 2. It's a long game, and it does get really hard. And I think like one of the biggest reasons is because we had kind of like a laggy computer. So when we would get into like the later stages with the cyber demons and those like Krang spider things that would shoot out like the plasma blast,
okay.
My computer would lag like mad crazy, and you just couldn't beat it. But that's my number 5, Doom 2.
Well, my number 4 is Grand Theft Auto 4.
Wow.
Played this all the time. Never finished it. Played it a lot online even. And I've never played GTA 5.
Okay.
So, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 4, man. It's a really cool game, but I got so caught up in just screwing around.
Nico
like
Bellic.
flying the helicopter up to the Statue of Liberty and trying to jump out onto the torch.
Oh,
and just,
man, I
like,
haven't
walking around
tried that
killing
before.
people to get up to 5 stars and see how long I could last against the cops.
Oh, that's what's so great about Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So, I never finished that one, but it was a great game.
Very cool. My number 4 is going to be Sonic 2.
Really? You never finished Sonic 2?
I've never finished Sonic 2 before. I have made it to the final boss where you fight like Mecha Sonic or Metal Sonic, whatever they want to call it, Mecha Sonic. And I think I beat him, and then I've made it to Robotnik, where I think he's like a tall robot.
Yeah.
And when I did that, I remember the one time that I actually, because I mean, that's like a game where you just got patience because you're going to die a lot. But I got to that part and I was just like, I died and I went like, and I threw the control and I yanked the power cord out of the Genesis. So that was the closest I've ever made it to beating Sonic 2. And then my temper got the best of me. But yeah, that's my
Sonic
number 4.
2, I think, is the only Sonic I've ever beaten.
Oh, okay.
So, My number 3 is Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
So
I've been to Mike Tyson, but I've never beaten Mike Tyson, so I guess I've never technically beaten the game.
Oh man!
Now Mike Tyson.
Now how many
is just
people
really
are like
hard?
Like right now, just shaking their head, saying yes.
Yeah. You know, I mean, if I had the desire to put in the time to learn the pattern, maybe I could beat Tyson. I've just never really had that desire, even though it would be cool to say.
Don't you think it's kind of funny that everybody who comes into the store is just like, oh, I've beaten Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I bet 9 out of 10 of them are just talking out of their ass.
Yeah, probably.
Because if I'm like, all right, well, if you beat Tyson in front of me right now, I'll give you $20, like gift card or some shit like that. Just to kind of see, because they make it seem like it's really easy, and it's really not.
Well, then they would play it on our LCD TVs, and they'd say it's lagging.
Oh, it's the controller.
It's lagging. It's lagging. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one. That's a good number 3. My number 3 is going to be Skyrim.
Okay. See,
I
never
played a
Skyrim.
ton of Skyrim, like close to 80 to 100 hours. And then I just was doing all the little fetch quests and side stuff and becoming a vampire and all that shit. And then I was just like, I don't really ever want to beat the game because I want to just continue doing Skyrim. And I felt like if I beat the game, then I'd be done with it. So that's one that I don't know if I ever want to beat it.
I did the same thing in Oblivion to the point where I was so fed up with Oblivion that I just wanted to finish it.
Oh, okay.
And then I played so much Oblivion that I never had a desire to even start Skyrim.
Oh, shit.
But I need to try that game out, man.
All right, number 2.
My number 2 is The Last of Us. So I played this game for probably like 10 hours.
Playing that right now.
It was a really good game. I wasn't quite as nuts for it as most people seem to be. I think
it's fun. But,
it's got good dialogue, good graphics,
really
good story.
Really good acting. Really good
but I thought the
acting.
gameplay itself was a little generic. We've been there, done that before. But I do wish I could finish it just because everybody says the story of that game is so good.
This is fantastic.
Now they've announced the second one's coming out, so... At some point, yeah.
Well, I'll beat it here soon, and I'll just tell you about all of that.
Yeah.
My number 2 is going to be Double Dragon for the NES, the original.
Okay.
I've made it to the machine gun guy at the end, maybe 2 to 3 times. Everybody just knows Double Dragon is really effing hard, but it's a really fun game. I just wish that we would have had the 2-player experience on the NES. That would have been fantastic. Double Dragon, number 2.
Would have made it a lot better.
Honorable mentions?
Okay, well, I had 2 honorable mentions, and I just thought of a third. Can I throw it on there?
Rock on.
All right, so my first honorable mention, I'm just going to go with it. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES.
Okay.
I played the crap out of it as a kid. Everybody that owned an NES seemed to have played that game.
That could easily be on mine.
Very few people ever beat it.
Right.
I play it today, and I don't like the game anymore. But back when I was a kid, man, I freaking loved that game, and I tried so many times to beat it.
Heck yeah.
Am I going through both?
Just go with both of them.
All right.
Yeah.
My other one was Contra without the Konami code.
Okay.
Because with the Konami code, everybody's beaten Contra. But I've never beaten Contra without the Konami code.
I did it. It's really hard. And then you said you have a third one?
I did have a third one that I was going to throw in there. King of Dragons.
King of Dragons. God,
Fantastic
that
game.
man.
And technically, Troy and I beat it, but we cheated because we used the whatever infinite lives continues trick.
4-year-old could beat it then.
Well, sure. Yeah.
My 2 honorable mentions really quick are going to be Grand Theft Auto 5. You just get lost and you just want to play. And then I'm going to say Resident Evil Code Veronica.
That's right. You didn't ever beat that.
Never beat it because I was playing it and my brother was playing his own file and I was further than him and whatever. Come into the store and I'll tell you the story about it. Or leave a comment down below and maybe I'll respond to it.
My favorite Resident Evil game, and you've never played more than half of it.
All right, man. Number 1.
Number 1, and you've beaten this game. I give you a lot of crap about it and tell you I don't believe that you've beaten it. Zelda 2.
Yeah, I have.
I've never legitimately beaten the game. I've beaten it through emulation. I want to go through and beat it because I'm sure I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Zelda 2, just... It's such a good game. I like it more than the original Zelda. Most people disagree with me on that, but
right.
I've never legitimately beaten it, and now that I know the little trick to killing Shadow Link by ducking in the corner,
bottom left corner,
I gotta go back through it.
My number 1 is Blaster Master. Oh, for the NES. Yeah, love this game. I try to get people to buy it all the time in the store, and a lot of people that do, they're just like, "Oh yeah, but I don't know where to go," and it's just like exactly.
It's infuriating.
I get to a boss, the crab boss, who shoots out the bubbles, and I've never been able to pass that boss. But the game is, I think it's still, I say it all the time, I think it would be almost a top 10 best NES game of all time if you could save or if it had a password feature. I really, really love Blaster Master. It's just amazing controls, and it offers so much different type of gameplay. The top-down and controlling the tank. And when you can jump and you can move around with that tank in the air, it just feels so good. But Blaster Master, that's my number 1.
Cool game.
So we want to know what games you guys have been playing, but you never actually took the time to finish it. Leave comments down below, and I wonder if we should do this again, because I have like another 5 that I could easily say.
I'm sure.
'Cause there's tons of games. You just play them, and you're just kind of like, I'm done. Like, what else is there to play?